everybody. Today, Miss Amy is going to read you a story, but first we're going to start by taking a nice deep breath in through our nose and blowing out through our mouth. One more nice deep breath in and a nice deep breath out. And Miss Amy wants you to remember you can do that all day, anytime, whenever you feel like you need a little break. If someone is making you frustrated or mad, if you feel upset or lonely or sad, just remember to always come back to your breath and to take some breaths, nice deep breaths when you feel yourself getting a little anxious or stirred up. Also, you can give yourself a hug anytime you need to. Today we're going to read a story about choices, and we're going to talk about how important it is that our choices that we have every day and the power of our choices. This is called Schubert's Choice, and I think you guys recognize them. There's Shubert, and that's Schubert's mom, Sarah. Hooray, hooray, it's a glorious day. Hooray, hooray, I love to play. Shubert sings as he plays with his toys in his room. Time to get dressed for school, Schubert's mom, Sarah, shouts from the kitchen. Shubert continues to play and sing his song. Hooray, hooray, it's a glorious day. Hooray, hooray, I love to play. Soon, Sarah peeks her head into Schubert's room to check on his progress. She sees him in his underwear, playing on the floor. She takes a deep breath and focuses on what she wants him to do. That's Schubert's mom, Sarah. What does her face look like to you? Does she look a little exasperated or frustrated? Schubert's still playing on the floor, and he's supposed to be getting dressed for school. She says with excitement, Shubert, you have a choice. You can wear the blue shirt with the S on it or the green shirt with the S. Which one will you pick today? The blue one with the S, responds Shubert. Good for you. Blue it is, Shubert, Mom says, and she tosses him the blue shirt. As he slips on the shirt, Shubert begins to sing a song all about words that begin with S. Shubert says, S is for Shubert. Shubert starts with S. S is for Sophie. Sophie starts with S. S is for silly. Silly starts with S. Then Shubert begins making silly faces at himself in the mirror. Sarah peeks her head into his room to check on his progress and sees that he's making silly faces in the mirror. Sarah, his mom, walks over and she makes a silly face herself. When Shubert looks at her and laughs, she says, okay, silly face, keep getting dressed. So Schubert's mom, Sarah, was keeping him on track in the morning, so he made the right choices. You can wear these pants with the front pockets or these pants with the back pockets. Which pants would be best for you today? She asks. Front pockets, says Shubert. I can carry more things in my front pockets. I'm sure you can, grins Schubert's mom as she leaves the room. Shubert slips on his pants and begins to think about all the things he could put in his front pockets. He begins to dance and sing. I can put marbles in my front pockets, but elephants won't fit. I can put money in my front pockets, but these trees won't fit. Sarah peeks in and sees Shubert dancing and singing. She walks over close to him and waits until he makes eye contact with her. Shubert, you have a choice. You can wear socks that go up high on your leg or socks that go low on your ankle. Which ones will it be? Shubert selects the high socks, and Sarah waits until Shubert begins to put the socks on before she leaves. So his mom's trying to make sure that he's staying on track and doing what she needs him to do. And that's really important. Shubert begins thinking about high and low and starts to sing. I can talk high, I can talk low. I can stretch high, I can stretch low. I can point high, I can point low. Once again, Sarah peeks into Schubert's room to check on his progress. He is dressed and ready to go. You did it, she exclaims. You put on your blue shirt, your pants with the front pockets, and your high socks. Way to go. You did it. So Shubert knew what he needed to do, and he needed a little help and some reminders, but then he did what he needed to do to get out the door and start his day. Shubert beams with pride as he heads off to school with his sister Sophie. There's Sophie. Right behind me, here's Sophie. And here's our buddy Shubert. His teacher, Mrs. Bookbinder, greets him at school. She is wearing an apron with little pictures on it. Mrs. Bookbinder has her greeting apron on. Her face lights up when she sees Shubert. She's happy to see her kids, her students. Mrs. Bookbinder says, "Good morning, Shubert. You have a choice this morning. Would you like a high five, a pinky hug, or a snake hug in the morning?" He decides on the snake hug. In class, Shubert sees Big Benny, the beetle, sitting bewildered in front of a pile of books. "What's up?" he asks. Benny says, "I can't do it. I have a mess of books to put back on the shelf." So Big Benny is a little bit overwhelmed and frustrated. "No worries, mate," Shubert replies. "You can handle it. Just break it down with choices. See, you always have a choice. You can start with this pile here or this pile over there. Which will you start with?" Big Benny picks a pile and begins his task with ease. So when something seems like it's too much, if your room is really messy and you don't know, how am I ever going to get this clean? Just focus on one little pile. Get one little thing done and then just do one little thing at a time. Don't think about the whole thing if it's too overwhelming, little by little. Big Benny looks over and sees the ant triplets arguing. "Hold up. You have choices. You can work together to solve your problem, or you can ask for help. Which would you like? Solving or asking for help?" "Help," they say in unison. "Gladly," says Big Benny. "I am sure glad to help." So Big Benny made a choice to help his friends, the ant triplets, with their problem. That's also a choice when we choose to help others. Shubert watches his friends begin being successful, and he sings a song. "Hooray, hooray, what a glorious day. Hooray, hooray, I was successful today. Hooray, hooray, when I lost my way, choices help me to know what to do or say." So we all have to remember that too. When we have choices, we have to make them and then stick by them. And when our parents and our teachers ask us to do something, we need to do our best to help them. That's a choice we can make every day. So I want you to remember that. From my heart to yours, Miss Amy wishes you well, and I'll see you soon. Let's take one more deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Don't forget to practice your breathing and do it with your family too. They'll really enjoy it. Until next time, have a great day.